Hey YouTube, it's Sith04. Yeah, quick update. School rants are taken down. As of right now, they're taken down for good. Because a few people complained about the emo video, which I understood. However, some people found apparently school found one of my school rants, like threatening or something. But that was the one where with detention and suspension, where I sort of ripped on my old junior high assistant principal. And they found just like this one part at the end offensive. As far as I'm concerned, the damn thing wasn't even remotely offensive. But whatever, I just did that. So yeah. I'll be back in tomorrow. I'll be holding that door open. And yeah. So, let this be a lesson to you kids. Watch what the hell you say on the internet. Because it could possibly get you suspended. And apparently if I do another one of those threatening videos, I could get expelled. Now, to the one or two people, or maybe three, that complained about the emo video that got me into this whole mess, don't rat on something that doesn't pertain to you. If you find something offensive, do yourself a favor, or if you find, well, at least in my case, if you find something offensive that I made, send me an email, PM me on YouTube, Facebook, whatever. Just don't get administration involved, because that is not fun. Having to be suspended for something I did a long time ago, and just in general. I mean, for fuck's sake, it's YouTube. People do some things on here that are really, really stupid. So, what I've done is not nearly as bad as what other kids have done. Like, for example, I don't know, some kid having their cell phone out, filming a bunch of girls beating the shit out of this one other girl for no reason. That's something something worth getting suspended over, not so much as a rant. But because of this day and age we live in, where kids go Columbine because they got problems, apparently results in, a satirical video leading from a molehill grown to a mountain. So yeah. To the three people, I'm just using a random number, to the three people, maybe two, maybe one, whatever, who complained about the emo video that got this whole mess started, thanks. Thanks a lot for nearly getting me getting me suspended, for nearly getting me expelled, and for nearly getting me arrested. Because yes, I did have to speak to some cops about this. And that was not fun. It wasn't that bad, but it's not exactly one of those things I intended to do with my day. All I intended to do that day was wake up, maybe have to go to the school, talk to some administrators. Next thing I know, I'm talking to a cop and a detective. They were nice people, by the way. I give them props for that, which helps to debunk the stereotype that cops are just a bunch of, donut-eating pricks. No offense to any cops that actually do fit that stereotype, but I'm just saying that's the stereotype that us kids have, usually, of cops. So go figure. So yeah. Speaking to a cop about something I did on YouTube is not exactly what I had in mind to do with my day. So, I like to say thanks to those three people that had to complain about the emo video, which resulted in this snowballing into a shitball. Where do I go from here, you might ask? Well, who knows? Rants, as long as it doesn't pertain to school or something, I guess I could probably do. I mean, like, I feel like taking on political correctness and, like actual serious issues, but just, like, ripping it like I sort of did with the school rants. Although, I'm not really banking on those getting as many views as the school rants, because it's not something a lot of kids can seriously give a lot of thought to. So, yeah. My heyday of rants is basically over. We can thank the three kids who had to complain about the emo rant to get the school rants taken down. So thanks. Thanks a lot. You little pricks. Of course I understand why the school wanted me to take the emo rant down. The school rants themselves, I can sort of understand, but I mean, like, who cares? But as I said, the day and age we live in, it results in people worrying over the slightest thing so one kid doesn't go Columbine. And, for the record, the closest thing I have to a gun in my house is a fucking Nintendo light gun, and I got 3 of them, and some of them don't even work right. And the only other thing I can think of that closely amounts to a gun is a toy rifle. But it doesn't even fire anything. Not even air. So yeah. School rants are down, probably for good. And some of you are probably going to be thinking I'm kissing administration's ass, when frankly, I'm not trying to kiss anybody's ass. I'm just trying to do what I need to do to get this situation resolved and I can get back to normal as quickly as possible. But that's probably not going to happen, because one kid had to complain. And I don't think anybody is a fan of having to take something down because one person has to have a problem with it. And 500 people would view, one of the rants. And that was just an exaggeration. I think, the most I got was, 300 on one of them. I don't know. But out of those 300 people, maybe 1 or 2 had a problem with it. And because of those 2 people, all of them get taken down. As far as I'm concerned, that's not fair at all. That's just, going against everything that, people have worked for in democracy. I mean, last time I checked, in the US of A, we have the Constitution. The First Amendment states freedom of speech. Yeah, yes, there are some things where it doesn't complain. For example, your parents can, punish you for saying a word they don't like, but that's beside the point. In the public domain, and I actually looked this up because it was really bothering me, those rants were my opinions. And the one where I was referencing my old junior high AP, you all know who he is by now, hopefully. Those are my opinions, and the Supreme Court ruled in 1974, I don't remember the name of the case, but they did rule opinions could not be considered defamatory, therefore protecting opinions under free speech. However, some people say it was slander and all that stuff, but as far as I'm concerned, it was a damn opinion. It's how you look at it. The problem is, it's interpretations of how things go. 200 people can interpret the video as hilarious, whereas 1 or 2 people can interpret the video as a threat to society. Because of the paranoia we live in, where we could possibly have a terrorist next door waiting to plant a bomb on our dog when we take it for a walk. That's just hypothetical, of course, but given the paranoia of the day and age we live in, I would not be surprised if that's what some people are actually thinking. So yeah, bit of a mini rant there. As far as I'm concerned, not exactly fair that all the rants had to be pulled down because one person had to have a problem with it. Because as I said, a lot of people can find it funny. One person can find it threatening, and because of that one person, we have to take it down. That's more akin to a dictatorship when you stop and think about it. But whatever. So yeah, that's the situation. I'll be back in tomorrow, holding that door open. And for those of you wondering why I'm not saying you're welcome, does a nod saying you're welcome count? Oh yeah. So yeah, if I don't say you're welcome, I'll be just, be like, oh yeah. It's the spot every time. So yeah, point is, not fair that all my videos had to get taken down when lots of people liked them, but one person found it offensive. That's a rant I can do later, but just a quick update for you. Goodbye, good luck, good health, all that other lovely stuff, and if you got a problem with me, or if you have a problem with one of my videos, drop me a line on YouTube, Facebook, whatever, instead of just going straight to administration about it, because, frankly, I don't feel like having to relive this again. Oh, and here's a lovely little tidbit of information for you, children. I make another rant on school, or a video that can be perceived as threatening, I could get expelled. Isn't that lovely? Nearly getting expelled for just speaking an opinion. What the hell has this country come to? The founding fathers would probably punch the idiots in the face for this. But that's beyond the point. Point is, society today has gone downhill. That's a rant I'll do later on. And I can't possibly get arrested for that one, because it doesn't pertain to the school, or is it going to be threatening anybody in particular. It will, however, be bashing the idiots who screw over modern society and the Constitution. So, thank you. Good night. Free speech. Later.